If your horse has two speeds, stop and bolt. This episode's for you. To begin your speed control exercise, what I want you to do is create a yardstick of sorts in your head. I want you to move the horse forward, and then I want you to bump evenly with both legs, asking the horse to move up into the fastest trot you can get before it will break into a canter or the lope. I do not want you to pull back to slow the horse down at any point in this particular exercise. Instead, if you need to slow the horse down, I want you to ask with one rein for the horse to move his hips to the left or to the right. It's sort of like throwing an anchor out if you're in a boat. You just want to find a way to slow the horse down. Pulling back with both reins at this point will simply cause the horse to push forward and ignore your request. If you want the horse to slow down then, I want you to ask the hips to move to the left or to the right. Or if you are a more advanced rider, I want you to ask the shoulders to move to the left or to the right. You'll trot forward and egg that horse faster at the trot until you think he's just about to break into the canter or the lope. When you get your horse moving as fast as you believe it will go at the trot before breaking into the canter, I want you to ask yourself, just how fast is this horse going? Assign a number per hour to it. If you think the horse is going 14 miles an hour, fine. Remember that number. Now next, I want you to ask the horse to trot forward, but I want you to ask the horse to go as slow as you possibly can. When you want to slow the horse down, in this case, again, ask the hips to move to the left or the right, or ask the shoulder to move to the left or the right. Don't pull back evenly with both reins. Get your horse moving as slowly in that trot as possible and ask yourself, how many miles an hour is my horse traveling? If he's traveling 4 miles an hour, remember that number. Once you have an idea of how fast your horse will trot before breaking into the canter and how slow your horse can trot before dropping into the walk, then what you need to do is trot forward 20 feet and pick one of the numbers between those two extremes. Let's say 6. Travel forward 20 feet at 6 miles an hour, turn, and then pick another number within that range that the horse has given you. Let's say 5 miles per hour. When you need to slow, ask the horse to move his hips or ask the horse to move his shoulders. Again, don't pull back with both reins. To speed up, you just kick or bump. Practice this for 20 minutes. Travel 20 feet at a particular speed. Turn, ask for a different speed within the range. As you practice this exercise, each time you ask your horse to speed up or slow down, you are looking for a noticeable change of leg speed. What you're going to find very quickly is that the horse that had a speed range of, let's say, 4 to 12 will start broadening that range. You'll start to have millions of colors to paint with, so to speak. Instead of traveling 4 to 12, you'll get 3 to 13. All you do is travel 20 feet at a speed you pull from between those two extremes the horse has given you. Then you turn, travel another 20 feet at a different speed. Continue practicing just this for 20 minutes. Concentrate. When the 20 minutes are over, then you can stop, get off your horse, take a break for 20 minutes, then get back on and practice for another 20 minutes. If your horse starts to change his gait on his own, or he starts to speed up or slow down on his own, then what you need to do is take notice of that and realize that if the horse is going to change speed in, say, 18 feet, you need to start changing your direction and then your speed in 16 feet. You need to stay proactive. When you practice this enough, what you will find is that the speed at which the horse will travel within a particular gait will broaden. Not only that, but you will find that you have far more control when it comes to naming the speed you'd like to travel at. By turning every 20 feet, and by the way, there's nothing magic about 20 feet. You could pick 15 feet, you could pick 25 feet, whatever's good for you. But by turning frequently and changing the speed at which you ask the horse to travel, you're telling the horse, hey, 40 miles an hour, or 10 miles an hour, or 4 miles an hour. You don't have to go at that speed forever. When we tell the horse that you don't have to travel at that speed forever, the horse doesn't panic. He realizes it's a short-term thing, and he's far more willing to work with you. If you practice this exercise, what you will find is that the horse will travel in a greater range of speeds in any particular gait. Not only that, but you will also find that you have far greater control over choosing the speed. If you want to travel at 6 miles an hour, you'll travel at 6 miles an hour. So I've given you 2 exercises today that will build in your horse much more speed control. First, we learned how to steer with the tail. Trot forward, pick up the left rein, ask the hips to swing way to the right, travel forward 20 feet, change direction again, repeat for 20 minutes. Learning to steer the tail gives you control over the hip. It allows you to change direction. It allows you to slow the horse. It prepares you for other exercises, one of which is the speed control exercise we went over today. First, get an idea of how fast your horse will travel at a trot, then how slow your horse will travel at a trot. Then pick one of the speeds your horse will travel at within the trot. If it goes 2 to 20 miles an hour, pick 6, pick 8, it doesn't matter, but travel 20 feet at that speed. Change direction, pick another speed, ask your horse to travel at that other speed, and then change direction, change your speed yet again. So get out there, practice this material. If you had a horse yesterday that went too slow or too fast, then tomorrow, maybe next week, you'll be able to choose the rate at which your horse travels, and your horse will stay at that speed for as long as you choose. Hey, do me a favor, before you go, please make sure that you hit the like button. Also, leave a comment below if there's something that you'd like me to cover in a future horse training video. And the last thing, please hit that little bell down there in the corner, because then you'll automatically get word when I put out my next video. Bye-bye now.